So we get to question 22, and I can see here it says compound interest. And I'm just reminded that, I do have videos on this on Swinchi Maths about compound interest, and you can watch those as well if you want to know how to do these, aside from what I'm going to go through today. And Neil wants to invest £25,000 for 3 years in a bank. And you can either choose personal bank or secure bank. In the personal bank, it says there's a compound interest of 2% for each year. Whereas in the secure bank, it says there's a compound compound interest of 4.3% for the first year and then 0.9% for the extra years. So that's obviously a lot higher than that, but then it drops down. He's going to be in for 3 years. So which bank should he choose? So effectively, you've got to do 2 questions in one, don't you? You've got to work out how much money there's going to be in the bank there and how much money is going to be in the bank there, and then decide which ones to go for. Now, also, it has to be that it doesn't take any money out. They haven't said this here, but it doesn't work if he takes money out. So he has to invest it for 3 years and not allowed to take it out. Okay, so let's just see what happens. Compound interest rate. Check those videos because you'll see what I'm going to do. Okay, but I know the percentage rate is 2%. Now 2%, if I have 100%, the multiplier, what we call a multiplier, you go up, don't you, to 102%. So it's 102%, and we write that in decimal form like that. And it is for 3 years, so we put to the power of 3. Again, do check out the videos if you want to know how to do this. Okay, so here we go. 25,000 times 1.02 to the power of 3 equals £26,530 20p. So that's how much money's in the bank. If I take away 25,000, I find out how much interest he's gained. But I don't really, it says here how much interest. So let's just do that. Let's take away the 25,000. You don't have to do it actually for this particular question. But I can see the interest he's had is £1,530 and 20p. And that's from personal bank. Now let's look at secure bank and see what happens there. There's 2 different parts here. So first of all, I've got to do what it's like for the first year. Oopsie daisy. Let's just think about this first. 4.3%. So it's 104.3%. So it's that for the first year. And then after that, it's 0.9%. And so there's 2 more years. 2 more years. And 0.9 is 100.9. Now that's a really awkward decimal to remember to do. So what you could do is on your calculator you go, well, it's 100 plus the 0.9 equals, and then divide that by 100 to get to what it is in decimal form. And you can see, yes, I got that right. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. So here, that's after the first year, and then all that money goes into the second and third, so it's got to be to the power of 2, because there's 2 of those. And that's how you do it. So let's just see what works. Okay, hopefully you can see the calculator here. So it's 25,000 times 1.043 times 1.009 to the power of 2. And you can do it all in one go, which is really good, equals, wow. So he gets £26,546, 46p, and I can see straight away it's slightly more. So I know it's going to be that. But let's just take away the interest because what they've said is here. So interest is going to be £1,546, 46p. So then you have to answer the question. It says which bank, and then it says he should choose SB. Okay. So that's how you do that. Obviously, the 4th year, 5th year, etc., it's going to be better to do personal, but that's how you do those ones. Let's quickly go for question 23. We're getting near the end of the exam. It's like, whee, this is good. So let's just see how we do this. A number n is rounded to 2 decimal places. The result is 4.76. Okay. So it's 4.76 rounded to 2 decimal places. So it means if it's 2 decimal places, let's go to this third place, and it could go down here, or it could be up here. Obviously, I'm not going to draw on this line. I shouldn't draw on this line. Okay, so don't do that in the exam. So here it will be, if I had to go up here, that's 6, 5. You can see that. So this must be 5, 5. Okay, so these are the 2 bits that it can be. If I got it to there, I'd round to there. And here, if it was 4.7649999999, I'd round it to that value there. So write down the inequalities, write down the error interval. Now this looks really confusing, isn't it? But it can be, n can be greater than or equal to 4.755 and less than 4.765. And that's how you answer those questions. Often very quite tricky questions that people struggle with, but that's how you do that. We're near the end.